Barcelona just beat Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey final. In this video, let's take a look at some of the actions that Szczęsny and Courtois had throughout the game. As the ball is swung in, Courtois drops back onto his line. This is important, as from the header, the shot is very unpredictable. So, Courtois needs to give himself as much time as he can to judge and react to the header. In this situation, Courtois stays on his toes as the header is taken. This allows his legs to spring into action very fast and explosively. This lets him jump upwards and tip the ball over the bar. In this first goal, the shot is unsavable. But what I like from Courtois here is that while he is repositioning for the shot from the cutback, he takes one large step in the movement across, as he knows that no one can shoot at this point. When the ball is going to be shot, he moves with small steps, so that he is in a set position, while moving, to make the dive. In this initial save, Szczęsny's feet remain parallel while moving, and also is always within his shoulder width. This is because at any point in this dribble, the striker is able to shoot to either direction. When the striker raises his foot, this is the indication for Szczęsny to stop and set. Because he stops moving, he is able to dive towards the far post to make this first save. Also notice that Szczęsny remains near the 6-yard box the whole time. By staying high, he makes the goal look smaller, and he can cover each side easier. This is especially important as the shot is from close, and there are no defenders between the ball and the goal. Szczęsny does not want to give the striker a wide goal to aim at, and so stands high. In this second action, Szczęsny reacts very fast to the loose ball. He gets back up very quickly and moves to cover the near post. He can see that the near post is the striker's only option here, and so he can use his momentum from the getting up to cover the ground to the near post. Also notice that Szczęsny dives forward, instead of sideways or backwards. This is important to make sure he does not dive into the post, or parry the ball back into his own goal. This is a very good save. Here, because there is a defender engaging the winger, Szczęsny drops back as he has to be ready for a shot, not a one-on-one action against the winger. As the ball moves across goal, he takes a step forward while repositioning. I think this is alright, as it closes the angle. However, it gives Szczęsny less time to react. When the striker takes the touch to the side, the ball is not under his control. This is the trigger for Szczęsny to fully close the angle. This I think intimidates the striker, causing him to cut the ball back instead of striking it here. Szczęsny now is fast to pivot his body, and stick his left leg out to spread and block the next shot. He then is able to react quickly to get on the rebound. This quick decision making is important in one-on-one situations, where even hesitating half a second will cost you the goal. For this free kick, I do not like Szczęsny's positioning. He has already set the wall to cover the near post. From so close, it is difficult to get the ball up and over. Szczęsny needs to stand closer to his right post here to cover the shot across. I'm not saying that he saves this good shot at the post, but he needs to give himself more of a chance. This save looks like a very typical Courtois save, but it is actually very hard to execute. Firstly, the positioning must be spot on. As we see here, Courtois saves the ball at full stretch. This means that if he stood one more step towards the near post, this would be a sure goal. Secondly, in the push-off step, Courtois steps outwards in the direction of the dive to ensure that he uses all his power moving sideways instead of forwards. He manages to transfer all the weight onto the pushing leg. This ensures that the dive has full power. Lastly, Courtois angles his wrist to deflect the ball outwards for a corner. If he had locked the wrist facing inwards, the ball could drop here into a dangerous area for an easy tap-in. In this goal, I think Courtois starts too low. So, he has to cover a large distance to get to this through ball. To me, it is the correct decision to come and intercept the ball. The striker is much faster than the defender, who is already injured here. However, Courtois needs to be much faster in his decision making. He needs to make up his mind earlier. When he comes out, he needs to be fully committed and go into the contact. If the striker takes it around him, I think Courtois should have taken one for the team and fouled the striker to prevent him taking a free shot at the goal. Who do you think played the better game? Let me know down in the comments.